What's going on, everybody? David Lyell here again with Popular Woodworking. I'm in my home shop today because Jake, our video guy who normally shoots this with me, is on vacation. So I'm here, I'm sweating in my unair-conditioned shop in Cincinnati, Ohio, bringing you the best woodworking videos of the week and some really sweet announcements. I also wanted to show you around my shop. I was inspired by Mark Spagnolo's new IGTV video. He did a shop tour and his shop was a wreck. So it made me feel okay about sharing my shop with you. And I also need a little advice on some layout stuff. So we're gonna jump into this. Let's go. Okay, first on this tour, the Jet 14-inch bandsaw. This is newer to me. I've only done one big project with it, but it's a 3-horse, 220-volt, 14-inch resaw monster, but it has performed awesome. I love the micro adjust on the fence, and this extrusion goes this way for smaller cuts, and it flips up if you're resawing, and so it's been awesome. The dust collection is pretty good. Oh, and this is the chair that I grew up sitting on, and now my son sits on in here. Okay, I'm carrying this tripod because that was taking too long. Also, my neighbor just started mowing the lawn, so that's great. Delta 1 horsepower dust collector, have the flex hose on it. I can hit the bandsaw, I can hit the table saw, I can hit the joiner with it. I don't need any duct work, it's awesome. My dad's old drill press, that's what that's called. It's missing a few handles, and I threw a table on it that has worked perfectly. And next up, and I can set you down for this, is my Craftsman Lathe. I just finished a huge project that's on the cover of the magazine with this. I did 21 turned soft maple spindles on it that are tapered. So it performed awesome. And I have a video coming out on this ultimate lathe stand that I built, inspired by Alan Lacer. Next up is my jointer. Well, before I get there, if you've noticed the checkerboard ceiling, there's a bunch of tiles, there's my soundproofing. I didn't put on enough contact adhesive. So I will be really redoing that project. And you know how fun those were to put up by myself in the heat with no air conditioning? And now they're falling? The nerve. Anyway, back to the jointer. 6-inch jointer, Steel City. It has, they're not in business anymore. But this is the Granite Fence. They were kind of doing a thing before they went out of business with some granite for fences and tabletops. They did some bandsaw tops. I think even Craftsman was doing some tops for their table saws out of granite. And so, cool thing there. Hey, there's my thickness planer, which clearly is not being used very much right now when I have access to the PopWood shop. So that thing is in need of some help. And then here is my table saw. It is almost done being set up. I have a woodpecker's lift that needs to go in. I just added the Jessamine clear cut guides, which are sweet. I love those. It makes me feel much safer because I do not have the splitter that came with this table saw. It's a Craftsman Professional. Swing you around this way. Oh boy. This is a one-car shop. It is small. It does have a Bismeyer fence. Bismeyer, whatever it is. Incra V120. And it is serving me very well. Like it a lot. It's a 1.75 horsepower. And then circling back around, we were falling there for a second, is a Festool Capex. That thing is nice. I will say that. Okay, I decided to show you the bench area. I'm just gonna start pointing like this. Got a Husky bench over there with some of my sharpening supplies on there. This is a solid maple bench, not built by me. It was built by someone at American Woodworker a few years ago. And so it is in my shop now. And then I got my hand planes up here and some sharpening, scraper, stuff up there. And then in my tool rack, I keep my chisels and a few saws, and these all need work. These tools up here, including this hand plane over here. Oh, where's my finger? There it is. But what I really am enjoying about this is kind of making the space my own. So this flag was made by a friend for his company, and I got a old conversion chart up here that reminds me of my dad's machine shop, a random piece of crap from a thrift store that had a light in it, and then my favorite painting ever, and someday we'll talk about that. But now, I want to get into some videos and my announcement. Okay, our first video of the week comes from Woodwork Web. We have a Stop Slippery Glue Ups video, which is really handy. It's one of those ideas that you don't think of until someone tells you about it, and then you say, that's a really good idea. And so he gives you a few tips on how to avoid two pieces slipping while they're being glued up. Next, I want to share an awesome video from ZH Fabrications. He built a walnut and steel stool, a segmented kind of carved vase looking thing with some legs, and it's just gorgeous. Great work there, Zach. And then last video, I only have 3 today. It was a little rushed. I'm by myself, relax. Is Bearcat Wood. He is starting a carving bench for his wife, and it's made out of maple, and he laminates the top. But I bring you this channel because you might not know about him. He hasn't been posting a ton recently, but he's influential in the community to the degree that he makes sweet saws. So check out his website. He makes some really nice stuff. Now I can share the big thing with you. It's this. It's this. We got a new website. Popular Woodworking has been updated and refreshed, and I am very excited about it. We got big images, lots of articles. Our other site had so much information at once, but at the same time, so little. And so there are 10,000 posts on this website with a decade of people using different categories and tags and systems. And so I'm really working hard to make this awesome, but the site is launched. It's not perfect. If you go on there right now, I'm sure you can find something wrong with it, but it's really good. We have a place to sign up for our newsletters. We can talk about these awesome resources that we're bringing you much easier, and there's just so much. There's so much. I don't even know where to start with you. But the shop blog got updated. Andrew Zollner wrote us a letter. He is our new editor. I'm sure you know that by now, or you should. Talking about why we did this, why we're updating the branding on Popular Woodworking. I'm gonna leave that there so you can just admire it for a little bit. But it's clean and it's fresh and it's made to be ported to every platform you can think of. And so this branding is kind of the next step in the evolution of Popular Woodworking. We're gonna continue bringing you everything that we've always brought you, but we're gonna do it better, and we're gonna do it faster, and we're gonna bring in some new faces. And so we're really excited about that. There's lots of stuff in the works, including a complete magazine refresh coming in November. We are very excited about that. And then I just wanted to share one more thing with you before we go. If you click on the About Us, you will see Andrew, David, that's me, and Danielle. She's our new senior graphic designer at Popular Woodworking, and you might start seeing her around here, not my house, at the shop, at the PopWood shop, from time to time. So she's very eager to learn about woodworking. She's done lots of burning and some things like that, but she's mostly a designer, and so she brings a lot of skills to the team. There's David Teal behind the camera in his picture, and Jake Mott's the one that left me all alone and why this video is subpar this week. Jake, have fun on vacation. And with that, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, and if you have any conversation about my shop that you would like to talk about, the way that it's laid out, or the way it should be laid out, I'm open to hear it. So let me know in the comments. See ya. You guys, I totally forgot about this mystery box. In here is something very exciting. Check this out. Hello, Bruce Fret Saw. Nice to see you, ha! We'll play with you later.